I'm 78, and one of the hardest decisions I ever made was to stop visiting certain friends. And it changed my life in ways I never expected. For years, I've been dragging myself out to their houses, forcing a smile at gatherings where I felt drained, listening to gossip that left me feeling anxious, and ignoring the little voice inside that whispered, "This isn't good for you." If you've ever wondered whether some friendships are worth keeping, stay with me. And please, share in the comments below. Have you ever cut someone out of your life for your own well-being? Your experience could help another elder find the courage to protect their peace. I used to believe that friendship meant loyalty at any cost. My friend Doris and I had known each other since our children were toddlers. We shared countless afternoons over tea, commiserating about parenting and marveling at each other's recipes. But as the years passed, her visits became less about sharing and more about complaining. Every time I saw her, she'd launch into long, bitter rants about her family, her neighbors, and the world at large. By the time I got home, my heart felt heavy and my mind raced with worry about the very things she had complained about. I realized I was carrying her burdens in my own body, and at my age, I didn't have to. One morning, after another sleepless night haunted by the echoes of her negativity, I made a choice. I would no longer say yes to her invitations. I'd send a kind message wishing her well, but I wouldn't go. The first weekend, I felt guilty. I imagined her calling, wondering why I wasn't there. But I spent that Saturday tending my garden, the sun warming my back, and I felt a lightness I hadn't felt in years. If you've ever felt torn between loyalty and self-care, please comment below. Your courage might encourage someone else to set healthy boundaries. As soon as I stopped visiting Doris, I noticed my mood improve. I woke up with fewer worries and my digestion even got better. Stress can cause all sorts of physical problems, especially as we get older. I began filling that free time with activities that nourished me. I joined a local knitting circle where we chat about books instead of grievances. I started taking gentle yoga classes for seniors. I reconnected with old friends whose company uplifted me. My neighbor George, 82, did something similar. He'd been spending Friday afternoons with a group that loved to criticize the world. When he stopped going, he felt awkward at first. He feared they'd be angry, but he traded those hours for weekly Tai Chi in the park. And he told me his balance and mood have never been better. If you've found a positive hobby that replaced a draining friendship, please share in the comments below. Your story could spark a new idea for someone else. Of course, ending a friendship isn't always easy. I worried about hurting Doris's feelings, and I feared gossip. But I discovered that kindness and honesty can coexist. I wrote her a note. I value the years we've shared, but I need to focus on my health and peace of mind right now. I hope you understand. To my surprise, she replied with understanding. She admitted she'd been going through a hard time and didn't realize how her complaints affected me. We haven't met in person since, but we exchange holiday cards. Setting that boundary didn't destroy our friendship. It transformed it into something healthier for both of us. If you're hesitating to speak up for your own well-being, please comment below. Sometimes hearing how others navigated the conversation can give you the words you need. With the extra time and energy, I noticed other improvements in my life. My sleep became deeper and more restful. My blood pressure, which had crept up into the pre-hypertension range, started to normalize. I had more patience with my grandchildren and more enthusiasm for new experiences. I even mustered the courage to learn watercolor painting, a dream I'd shelved decades ago. I remember the day I finished my first painting, soft blues and greens of my garden, and I felt a surge of pride. My friend Alice, 80, told me she'd always wanted to learn guitar but felt too old to start. When she let go of a friendship that was draining her, she signed up for lessons. And now she strums a few chords every evening, her face glowing with joy. If you've discovered a hidden passion after setting boundaries, please share in the comments below. Your discovery might inspire another elder to explore their own dreams. Not every friendship needs to end completely. For some people, a gentle shift in how often you meet or what you do together can make all the difference. With Doris, I still send birthday wishes and holiday greetings. With another friend, Margaret, I stopped meeting at the cafe where she vented about her aches and pains. Instead, I invited her for a weekly walk in the park, where we focus on nature and laughter. Over time, the tone of our conversations changed. We talk about our grandchildren, books, and travel dreams. By redirecting the context of our time together, I preserve the connection without sacrificing my well-being. If you've tried reshaping a friendship instead of ending it, please comment below. Your approach could be just what someone else needs to try. Of course, some friendships are truly toxic. I had a neighbor, Frank, who thrived on drama. Every conversation was an opportunity to share someone's latest scandal. He'd press me for details I didn't have, and when I refused, he'd accuse me of being out of the loop. I felt my anxiety spike before every visit. When I finally told him I couldn't join his gossip sessions, he reacted angrily and spread rumors about me. It was painful at first, but I realized his reaction was his problem, not mine. I focused on the friendships that uplifted me, and those rumors faded into background noise. If you've faced backlash for setting boundaries, please share in the comments below. Knowing you're not alone can help you stand firm. As I continued to prioritize positive connections, I noticed my circle of friends shrinking but deepening. The friends who remained respected my time and energy. We celebrated each other's successes, supported each other's challenges, and shared laughter without complaining. My life felt fuller, not emptier. I began to treasure each visit, knowing it would nourish rather than drain me. My friend Helen, who moved to a retirement community, told me she had to be brave and stop visiting a cousin who always made her feel guilty. Once she did, she found a new book club and discovered she loved discussing poetry. If you found a supportive group that replaced a draining friend, please comment below. Your recommendation could be someone's lifeline. It's important to remember that friendships change as we grow older. We all evolve, and some relationships simply no longer fit our new chapter of life. Letting go of the old makes room for the new. I now spend my afternoons volunteering at a local food pantry, where I help pack boxes and share stories with people of all ages. The gratitude I see in their eyes warms my heart and reminds me why I chose to protect my own well-being first. My friend Robert, 79, began mentoring young men at a community center after he stopped attending weekly complaint sessions with an old friend. He says he's never felt more useful. If you've found purpose after changing your social circle, please share in the comments below. Your path could guide someone else toward meaning. Setting these boundaries didn't happen overnight. It took reflection, courage, and sometimes uncomfortable conversations. But each step I took brought me closer to a life filled with joy, peace, and purpose. I no longer dread the phone ringing or the doorbell, Now, each call and knock is a welcome invitation to connection that uplifts me. My advice to you, dear friend, is this. Listen to that quiet voice inside you that knows what feels right. Honor it, even if it means disappointing others. Your peace of mind and health are worth protecting. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Golden Years Wisdom. Our community supports elders in living their best, most joyful lives. And if you're ready to share your own journey of setting boundaries, please comment below. Your voice could be the encouragement someone else needs to protect their own happiness. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, at 78, you have the wisdom to choose friendships that nurture you, the courage to let go of those that don't, and the power to shape a life filled with meaning and joy. Here's to the friends who lift us up, the boundaries that set us free, and the adventures that lie ahead.